Patreon member shout out. Oh, she was just 17. You know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. Oh, how could I dance with another? Oh, when I saw her standing there. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And hang on one second. I was not doing that with the sun in my face. So I have had multiple comments over the last couple days saying, Chavez, why did the team say that they are not really focused on utility right now? Do they not care? Do they want to just screw the token holders? And the short of it is that, well, I'll give you two answers. One, the very short answer is yes, 100% they care. The team has billions upon billions of tokens. Trust me when I say they want the token to do really, really well. Now, that being said, there's a reason why it's not their main focus right now. There's a couple, and I'll go over a few. One is that the token, in order for the overall success of the token, they need some short-term pain. They need to go and they need to focus on the app, which they have done very well, I might add. How quickly we forget when, a year ago, we couldn't get a drop, not because there were so many people in the app, well, that was part of the reason, but because the servers couldn't handle 30,000 people. I repeat that, the servers could not handle 30,000 people on the app at once. And they could not handle the amount of traffic that went to the app at that time, which again, 30,000 people, let's say monthly active users, maybe a few thousand were on the app at once. They could not handle that. They could not handle the marketplace closing, for like a day. There was times we didn't have drops, for weeks at a time. We get spoiled nowadays, but again, how quickly we forget the vicissitudes over the last year when they're fixed and they go away. And what I mean by that is that there's still new people now that don't remember. It's like Thanos saying, a race that does not know what it has lost, but only what it has been given. Very similar. Race that does not know what we've experienced in the past, where the struggle was real, but there's a whole new group of people saying hey, why is this account getting banned? And it's because, there were a lot of bots at one point, and in order to X out of the bots, so basically they had to fix the app. They had to fix the app, make sure the app was running at the top level of efficiency that it could, at Olympian level. So there's one reason, you have to focus on that. Another reason is that they have a lot of drops. They have a bunch. They do more drops than any other NFT project that I know. And they don't just do it oh, yes, this is of our own creation where they could just, doodle whatever. No, it's from major IPs. There are 2, sometimes 3 comic books. Sometimes there are 6 comic books a week. We've had that a couple times, but, on general, at least 2, if not 3 comic books a week, which we'll have this week, and then other drops on top of that. And there's still some things that they have announced that they have not gone on and done yet. So outside of the drops, outside of fixing the app, another reason why they said, not right now is because they're still not on the exchanges that they wanted to be on. The exchanges that we wanted to be on last May, we're still not on yet. And again, they will. They said 2 in February, at least 2 to 3, and then probably 2 more in March. If we only get 2 in February, we'll probably get 3 in March. But again, they want to be able to do that. They want to focus on the Veveverse. They want to focus on the web app. And yes, OMI to NFT, they will focus on. That is a priority, maybe not the main one right now because they have others. But like I said, maybe if you want to look at this in a very negative way, which we should look at all angles and all sides of this. Maybe there's a reason why they don't want to. Maybe because if they have the token utility and it's so vast and so great that maybe they don't have a ton of money coming in because people are just using OMI, which is great for them, but maybe not so great for the Akomi company. And if they do want to sell this company eventually, if they sell it eventually, then they want to have as much money coming in as possible. Why? Because that's how you figure out how much a company is worth, how much money's coming in, how much going out, what their P&L is, their profit and loss, and their balance sheet. And all that, and see what else they have, what's their bottom line. If suddenly nobody's putting money into the app anymore and everyone's paying with OMI, okay, then then that's that's a horse of a different color, and maybe they might not be able to sell for the company as much. Again, that's if they wanted to. This does seem to be a passion project of theirs, so how much stake am I putting in that theory? Maybe not so much. But again, why don't they need to right now? What is a good reason why they're not putting utility in? Well, because the app is making money. And because the app is making money, they don't need to liquefy or liquidate any of their holdings. And the team, if they wanted to, what happens with a lot of other teams? They lock up their tokens for X amount of months or X amount of years, and then what happens? They use some of their holdings, they sell them just to put it into the project. They haven't done that yet. There's so much FUD around like, token team unlocks where you're able to take the token and they're able to go sell them if they want to. They have not done that yet. They have not sold anything yet. Take a look at the blockchain. Take a look at I'm sure Puddin Cheeks has a chart about that. So that is very good. And if they would have gone on and they would have sold some of their OMI, at least, directly on an exchange, that would be something like, okay. And by all means, they have every reason to. They have made a lot of us a lot of money, whether it's on the token or whether it's on the NFTs. And sometimes, in order to get like a Binance listing, or in order to get wherever, like for Gary Vee wanted $1 million just to be partnered with him, just so he could like advertise. Okay, well, how would you guys feel if they went and they sold $1 million worth of their tokens in order to go in order to pay him to do that? Probably not too good. I mean, at this point, would you guys want to go and say like, hey, Akomi team, David and Dan, y'all sell $1 million worth of tokens just to get us on like Binance? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Go ahead. I'm sure a lot of people would be fine, with that. But, again, they don't really need to. Nor I don't know if they would have to. I feel like this token is so huge, and it's gonna, everyone's going to want it. I don't even know that they're even going to have to pay. I imagine they've got every place knocking on their door because they have, this is the only token that's partnered with Marvel and DC and Disney. So there's a lot of reasons why you would not want them to sell. And I guess some reasons why you would want them to sell. But the token utility, again, right now, they don't need it. And the longer this is down, the more OMI, the better it is for the future. Again, that short-term pain for that long-term gain. That short-term pain being we're not moving. That long-term gain being, okay, well, the more we burn, the better it is for the health of the token in the future. Again, when I was in high-risk lending, some people would sacrifice their personal credit for the overall success of the business, taking out credit cards at Lowe's and at Home Depot so they can have materials and stuff for their next project. Over leveraging themselves for the overall health of the business. I think that's what these guys are doing right now. Sacrifice some of the token short-term gain for the overall success of the company and for the success of the token in the future. And again, what do we notice with other big things that should be much, much higher? The longer the base, which we've had this for about a year, wind the clocks back a year ago, and we were higher a year ago than we are now. So the longer the base, the bigger the breakout. Like, why am I so bullish on 15 cents this year? Because we have this, because we're going to have a lot of utility and we're going to be on much exchanges very, very quickly. So again, I'm just here to kind of tell everyone, calm down. It's okay. We will survive this. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everyone say, where's Dashy? Oh, I changed. Where's Dashy? All right, bye. Meow, 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 meow.